Hello, we are the Eulbergs. I am Gavin. This is my sister Jalen and my brother Caden. Oh, and these are my parents. God has called us to be missionaries to the people of Tarija, Bolivia. We have been here 80 days now. Things are so different here, and we would like to show you some of the things we are learning. One of the biggest adjustments in moving to Tarija from the U.S. is that everyone speaks Spanish. When we get on the bus, go to the market, or go to church, we have to be ready to listen Spanish, speak Spanish, or do a whole bunch of goofy gestures to help them understand us. Our Sunday school lessons are in Spanish. See if you can tell what Bible story this is.
Este es el camino ancho. O algunos dicen la puerta ancha. Pero el camino ancho. ¿Qué es ancho? ¿Chiquitito así? No. Ancho es grande. Este es el camino angosto. Así es. No tiene brillo, no está brillante, no está atrayendo a nosotros como el camino a pecado. El otro es sencillo.
Even familiar songs we knew in English, we have to learn in Spanish. Another thing that is very different for us is grocery shopping. We buy a lot of the food we need for the week at the feria. That's a fancy name for an outdoor grocery store that sells all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables, along with most other things you would need. We buy food by walking up to a vendor and telling them what we need. There are hundreds of different vendors, most of them selling the exact same thing as other vendors. Here's how we buy chicken. And eggs. And cheese. We call this cheese the squeak because when you eat it, it squeaks in your teeth. You will notice that there are no shopping carts in this grocery store. Everyone has to pitch in and help carry all the groceries.
Once we get home from the market, there's a little more work to do besides just putting all the groceries away. If the tomatoes are ripe, they have to be boiled for a few seconds and then peeled before pureeing them for spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, or salsa. We make all of those because they don't sell jars of spaghetti sauce here. Then the lettuce and other fruits and veggies have to be washed. First, I scrub the lettuce in cold soapy dishwater. Then I have to rinse all of the soap off of each piece before dipping it in a DG6 solution that kills any other bacteria that may have lingered on the vegetable or fruit. If we don't do this, we could get very sick. Of course, it's always nice when the whole family pitches in to help because it's a big job.
Another big adjustment for us kids is that there aren't yards here to play in. We can play in our patio, but we sometimes miss our yard. That's one of the disadvantages to living in the city now. Well, that and all the dogs that bark all night long. But there are so many advantages to living in the city. Mom can send us kids to the store all by herself to buy whatever she needs. We think that's pretty cool. We also get to play with our neighbor kids, who literally live on the other side of our wall. And we can take a bus just about everywhere where we need to go, and it only costs our family about 4.5 Bolivianos, which is about 64 cents. Another different thing for us is that Bolivians eat their big meal in the middle of the day, around 12:30 or 1 o'clock, with a lighter dinner like a sandwich at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. That's a long time to go between meals. They can do it because at 5 o'clock they have tea time where they serve sweet pastries with tea or another hot drink. It's not uncommon to go to someone's house or a party at 9 o'clock at night. They can stay up so late because every day around 12:30 or 1, everything closes down for siesta. Families gather for the big meal and then take a nap after. Stores reopen around 3 or 3:30. We don't have a clothes dryer here, so all of our clothes has to be hung out on a clothesline. We have a great spot on our terrace to hang our laundry out. On hot days, it dries fast, but on cooler days, it could take a couple of days for our clothes to dry. A treat we enjoy on a hot day especially is a carpio, a bag of juice. You simply bite off a corner and drink it. It is very common to see Bolivians walking down the street with one of these bags dangling from their mouth while they drink it. Something else that is different here is that our milk comes in a bag, not a milk jug. And we have a special pitcher made just for the bag of milk that we put it in just before we cut the corner off to make a pour spout. Our family drinks about 10 to 15 bags of milk each week. Something they celebrate here is the Dia de Peatón, or the Day of the Pedestrian. For 12 hours there are no cars on the roads. They can't. They aren't allowed to. On this day, we rode our bikes to church in the middle of the main busy road. Something else we had to learn was to throw our toilet paper in a trash can after we use it. Nobody is allowed to flush toilet paper in Bolivia. We also have to be very careful not to drink the water here because it isn't as clean as the water in the US. And it can make us very sick. We buy big bottles of water that is safe for us to drink. The money they use here isn't dollars, it's Bolivianos. And we've had to learn the value of a Boliviano. When we first went shopping, everything looked expensive. Who would pay $34 for a bag of cereal? Actually, that's 34 Bolivianos, or sometimes they call them Bs for short, and that equals $4.90 in US money. There are many things we have had to get used to being different, but as you can see, different isn't necessarily bad. It's just different, and we have grown to love this place and the differences it brings.